It's Tuesday, June 23rd. Coming up live on The View. It's Celebs in Crisis in Hot Topics. From Jon and Kate announcing their split to Chris Brown pleading guilty to beating Rihanna. And find out why Perez Hilton is crying over the black eye he got from the Black Eyed Peas.
Clocked me in the eye right here.
Good morning. Hello and welcome to The View. Now let's just get right to it, huh? The Black Eyed Peas were here a couple of weeks ago, and they were really great. We had a great time with them.
Yeah.
But Perez Hilton, who's written some unflattering things about members, Fergie and will.i.am in the past, claims he had a much different experience with them at a Toronto club. Take a look.
We leave the club, and as soon as we leave, there's will.i.am again outside of the club. He followed us outside. Then his manager, Polo, whom I have met before, from behind comes up to me, clocks me in the eye right here, and punches me 2 or 3 times. Violence is never the answer. And I would never make something like this up or try to use something like this for press, because I don't need it. And I don't need anything that happened. And will.i.am for lying. Shame on you.
Well, we should point out, Perez Hilton, that's not his real name, has been in this program. In case you don't know who he is, he writes a gossip column on the internet, and you know, takes a lot of not physical pokes, but takes pokes at people and upsets some people. And violence, you know, there's no excuse, but there are, you know, but you know, columnists who write nasty things, sometimes people get angry.
But the thing about it is, Perez Hilton can be very, very mean. If you read his column, he draws, you know, penises on the side of people's mouths, and you can bully with your pen. So even he called you a Lizabitch. And he can be
that
really...
was a compliment.
And you know, the interesting thing is when he was here, I took it as that I asked him about it when he was here, and he really couldn't even... He sort of like shriveled up a little bit.
Like he was with
face
you.
to face, he can't
when you write with that pen, but then you go and you expect that everybody's just going to be, oh, you know, because he's called will.i.am. Can you say fag on TV? You can't say, okay. Well, that's what he called them, you know, and he called Fergie ugly. You can't expect to go in and act like you're a celebrity, and nobody's going to be upset about what you wrote.
He's an example, because I think a lot of people take liberties by, you know, it used to be by phone, now it's by internet, of sort of attacking people. And I think he's a good example of someone who actually has a face beyond the internet. And so when he kind of breaks the plane and then goes out and is with these people, he endures the consequence that seems fairly, not justified, but typical, that people aren't getting because they can hide behind the internet. And I think that's a good example.
Why does he have to get hit?
No,
he doesn't have to.
What it didn't say.
Nobody says he should get hit.
They didn't just come and hit him. When they had the confrontation, he called will.i.am the F word, and he called him the MFer word, and then that's when it escalated.
It wasn't the usual F word. It's another F word. It has to do with the H word, homosexual, okay?
But that's what Perez called will.i.am.
That's right.
will.i.am did not call him that, and I think it just escalated. He didn't just
Perez called that to will.i.am, and then they waited for him.
He said
Supposedly, this is all. We know that Perez got hit, because we can see the visual.
Right.
But the stories, depending on who you're reading, changes in one paper to another. You know, either the manager hit Perez or Will hit Perez. You know, it's nobody knows really what happened.
We just had will.i.am here with the Black Eyed Peas, and they were perfectly
well, you know,
nice.
it's either this or a ram.
Because he said, I would have had more respect for will.i.am if he had hit me himself.
That doesn't mean that that's what. Well, but that's what Perez is saying.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
Always there are so many versions to the story that we'll never actually really know what happened. But nobody ever.
Elizabeth is not going to smack you in the face, but you know, you talk to some men. That's what you know.
Well, so
what?
It was tempting when he was here, but I just...
She's saying
you can bully a woman.
She's saying if you go into a situation and you call somebody a name like that, that a man, a guy, might hit you. I don't think. Whereas a woman like Elizabeth, who he was nasty about, she's not going to physically abuse him.
Well, no, TV, no. She beat him up after we get off the air, but she's not going to beat him up on the TV. But I think the thing is that, you know, I don't think it matters whether you're a man or a woman. When you get clocked by the pen, it's never fun. And some people, you don't know how people are going to respond to you, so you might want to just take that into consideration. Now,
put some ice on that.
Jon and Kate.
Okay.
Jon and Kate.
Plus their
Everybody knows this story. It's unbelievable.
Well, they made it official that they are, filing for divorce in real life and on their show, Jon and Kate +8 last night. They said it, and here's really what they had to say about it. Look.
I don't really want to be alone. I don't want to do this alone. But it's required, and I've got to do it.
I'm hurt by all of this, but, I'm excited and hurt at the same time because, I have a new chapter in my life. I'm only 32 years old. And I really don't know what's going to happen.
He's all excited.
Yeah, he's happy.
so excited.
It's a man's world.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I think there should be a law, if you're going to have an in vitro law that with more than 5 children, you shouldn't be allowed to get divorced. But... But here's the thing. They're keeping the house. The kids stay put. She stays with them 1 week, then she moves out, then he stays with them the next week. I have a couple of questions. What happens now? Because he's young and he's going to find someone. Yeah. Now he remarries. Yeah. Or he has a girlfriend. Now, is the stepmother's going to move in the house for that week? And then the other one. And then also, if this reality show goes away, what do these people live on?
You know what? When the reality show goes away, then real reality sets in. Now she's alone with these kids. She's got no money, I think, and she's like a lot of money.
How about the, you know what upsets me most is that we were so
8 kids to go to college, to put them through school, to feed them every day. Come on,
we were late on this. The show's been around for 6 years, and then everyone just started paying attention now to really what's going on. And I feel so worried that the kids now have, obviously any instability is tough in a home, but they have been under this camera light for how long? All their lives. And now their whole environment is again shifting. And I just hope they're okay. I think it's really sad that
doesn't he have a girlfriend?
Allegedly.
He has a girlfriend.
Allegedly.
I hope he's not dating the Octomom. That would really be annoying.
But I think it's really a shame. I think
because, a lot of people, they have patterns.
What a Brady Bunch that would be.
Are you saying cereal?
But I think the clear-cut losers in this case are those children. Yes. And I think, this whole new chapter, he looks so excited. I think it's just a shame that these kids are going to be missing their father, and this woman has to raise 8. That's scary.
That's what Barbara said.
Every other week.
Oh, yeah, that's what they always say.
But they can miss the mother on the week that she's not there. I'm sorry.
I think it's going to fall a lot on the mother.
Is the show still going on during this whole thing? This is where I think the show should not. I think they should not put these kids through us viewing them during their parents' divorce, having this custody. I feel like let the kids alone. Stop. They shouldn't have a TV deal right now. We shouldn't be watching them.
Well,
let them sort this out.
I need some money to take care of my kids.
Get it another way. Get a job.
You got 8 kids. She's by herself. Get a job. Who's going to take care of 8 kids?
I don't care. It's not healthy for the kids to be
go, I don't care.
It's extraordinary that this is the first time that we're talking about these kids. I find it amazing. I didn't have it for 6 years. I think all these shows are ridiculous. Anytime, and you've heard me say, putting your children on air is a mistake. But they, and so you have to make a decision. Probably no, they don't want to get divorced. But I'm sure that he's sort of feeling like, I don't actually have a job here. I don't have a place here. I'm looking at both of them. She doesn't want to have this gig because, it's going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be tough.
But what do you mean he doesn't have? What do you mean by that?
I feel like, one of the things that we've always talked about is her and the kids.
Yeah.
But that gives you an impression that, there's no place for him. So now he's going to... Wait, I just want to finish what I'm saying. I feel like now he's going to have to make his place for the kids. If he really gives a damn about the kids the way that he has said.
That's not actually what happened. If you want, she's been traveling a lot, and he's very much been the house father at home.
But on the show. He does not seem... Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He has been very much Why am I admitting that I watched the show?
I think he feels like Barbara.
Spare time.
I believe he feels like he has no place.
Right, and also he got married at 22, and you know, 8 kids later. Well, that's my law. You know.
You know what they say? You play, you pay.
He's a little excited. He's going to have something new. It's not going to be that easy for her. But neither one of them, Whoopi, going back to what you said, neither one of them has a job.
Get the camera off those kids.
You know, well, it's too late. I mean, it's too late to get the camera off the kids. It is, yes, it is too late. The girl is not, the older girls are 9 years old. They have been on the camera for the last 6 years, you've said.
Put those kids to work.
Those babies were not born.
They were working. The kids
Another
were
one.
working.
A baseball team, something.
We'll be right back with Hot Topics.